Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
Kyler starting off with the throw. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Conner on the option. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it, 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Conner. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Design bootleg here. On target to his man Higgins. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. get it with the option here. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll go, Connor. And he gets in, touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Conner touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Tua off the play fake. And his first pass falls incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football. Now we get set to see the Cardinal offense for the 2nd time. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Ready to start this drive with Connor. And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Connor. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Fits it through the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Connor on the inside give. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Pretty obvious as defense. They need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Here's Kyler to throw. The throw is caught, and he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Murray to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Arizona! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14.
Dolphins, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Waddle now in motion right. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. This finds Smith. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They send a man in motion. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's A-Chain running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins at a deficit. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jake Bailey on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Kyler throwing here. McBride hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Murray. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing here, Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to the air, Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, Murray. Finds him over the middle. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It's Cater Kohu up to make that play. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing it again here. He's got Harrison. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. McManus sends it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So we've reached the halftime break, and it's the Cardinals, the Redbirds, leading so far on the road. Now it's up north to Orlando for a look around the league. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the third. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Got his target. It's Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hill comes in motion left. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Has his man, it's Smythe. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Sean Murphy-Bunting ranging over for that stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Cardinals offense making its way out. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Connecting on the slant. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 21. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights, and the Cardinals make it a 24-point ball game. Now Prater on to send it away. D. Eskridge to return it. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Miami offense headed out there now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Finds his fullback. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Waddle now in motion right. Tagovailoa on 1st down. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Well, after recording the sack, it looks like he is the one who's shaken up. We're going to get a stoppage here as he gets looked at. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's A-Chain up the middle. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. It's going to be 2 on the pickup, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
Man in motion here. Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I can't help but watch these games and just hear Pete Carroll in my head all the time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to finish. And so many times, Kate, we see in this league, you get a 3-score lead, you let off the gas a little bit defensively, you don't fight to finish, you let the opponent back in. Not with this defense and not with that sack. They are aiming to finish this thing, and with time a-ticking, they may just have done so with that sack.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Wilson's got it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Kyler to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. This will be caught by Connor. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete. Here's Connor. And he's brought down for a loss. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Cardinals football, and they can pretty well cruise the rest of the way. So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Hauled in by Waddle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 27. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw, Tua. Has a man, it's Achane. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, here's Tua. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Tua again. Achane reels it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Tagovailoa again. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Thompson makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. That's a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Out had the Cardinals now on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Connor here from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Cardinals can rest easy with a 3-score lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Connor. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third down, Connor gets it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Miami.